I'm Cricket Fox from Adelaide, South Australia. Welcome to the Manhattan Fox Hour. Uh, they are saying no, they cannot hear us. It says we're frozen. They okay. Stevie Lee, good morning. You can tell we're I can hear you. Can you guys hear us in the chat? Dre says Cricket, I can hear you. And you cannot can you guys hear Pearl? I'm still gonna greet you ladies. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, as JoJo would say. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with us today, even though we are slightly behind here. So, okay, that's hey Dwight. Michael and Bella's Travel, good evening. How
Now
are
can you
you?
hear me?
Can you guys hear Pearl now?
Can anybody hear me? Anywhere. Anywhere. Um.
You're really gonna see us not be okay.
I know, right?
Oh,
Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. Hello? Alright. Oh, we'll do this.
you guys hearing us both? I think you finally got it.
Oh, okay. Okay, good, good, good. Then let me cancel that. Okay, so we can hear us both. Am I coming through?
You finally got it.
Oh, okay, okay, good, good. Oh, I'm overdriving my mic really bad, but there we go. Okay, I'll turn that down a little bit. Alrighty, here we are. All right.
Yes, about they're saying all good.
Let's try this.
It was a, you know, let us know in the chat so we can
All
acknowledge and say hey.
Turn this down a little bit. All right, we're just going to move on. I'm going to wing it without the slides. We're going to move on. Here we go. Special thanks to Dean at The Live Place. The Live Place is your YouTube guide for family-friendly live streams and everything from leisure, vacation, cooking, even this show. Yes, folks, we are listed on The Live Place now. The fourth Tuesday of every month, and starting next month, we will be on our own channel. And I'm sorry about the Streamlabs. I will take it out before the next time. When we get on our own channel, the Manhattan Fox Hour, the link is down in the description of this video. If you have not subscribed to the Manhattan Fox Hour, you need to. We only have 13 subscribers now, so we don't have a fancy channel link, but if we get to 100, we get a fancy channel link. We get all sorts of neat stuff. I will say hi to the chat real quick. I got Stevie Lee. Hello, Stevie Lee. Good to see you. I know Dre Houston's in here. I saw you. Dre, we have a mutual friend. God, and his name escapes me. Starts with a B. He messaged me in the last couple weeks, and I want to say Bax. Nice guy, wonderful guy, sweet guy. Really like him. Francisco's always here. Carol Carkey, I love you, dear. So good to see you. Dwight Bailey, hello, Dwight Bailey. Welcome in. So nice to see you here too. Also, we would like to do two other acknowledgments to two very important people to us. The first one is the one who brought us together, and the second one is the one that gave us the courage to do this endeavor here. Pete McDevitt. Pete heads up the Disney Chaos community, and he does live streams about Disney YouTubers. He does football. He does baseball. I love his baseball. He calls baseball really well. Nice, relaxing streams. Lots of fun. So go check out Pete McDevitt. We would not be here if it weren't for him. Because he brought us together. And then the other person we'd like to acknowledge is Dole Whip Dad. He has a creator talk every Sunday night with Lynn.
I call him Weird Uncle Jeff.
He is, well, I've told him lately, he is my YouTube crush, my secret YouTube crush. Jeff is. Dole Whip Dad. So go check out his channel too. The links are down below in our description. They're two very influential people to us, and I think you'll enjoy them too if you don't already know them. Yeah, Pete is absolutely amazing. And I actually will be on Pete's Wednesday night show, February the 9th. A little ways away, but that's all right. Very excited about that. And we'll be sending him a logo, our joint logo. I got to point that way.
Yes.
I got to remember. I got to look that way. Our
Nice.
joint,
Yes.
our joint logo.
Yeah.
Right over there. You're the woman. All right. Anyway, so those are our acknowledgments. Now, and as Cricket said, our show title is It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Go ahead, Cricket.
It's, the last 2 years especially, how do you be okay? Hey, Tim, welcome in.
Hi, Tim. Good to see you.
How do you be okay when the world is not, not okay? And you were going to get thrown curves and things, and you've got to be
Thank you, Karki.
able to see your triggers at times and go and be vulnerable enough to go, I need help. Whether it's I reached out to her, whether it's I, called my doctor and gone, look, I need to see the therapist to sort some stuff out, whether it's whatever, a lost grief. Pearl's just entered her craft show, and I'm sure there's a little bit of grief there. It's letting go of something, but in the same sense, because of a project she's just done, it's immensely opened up this world of creativity, which I'm trying to talk her into doing a mini show, so you'll get to hear some of that. But coming from me, I just want you guys to say, it's okay to be human. It's okay to say, hey, I need help. It's okay to go, well, hey, Pearl and Cricket will send us some vibes if they need, if I need this, or you can email us or Instagram us. And, I have an unspoken request. Could you think of me? And we just want you guys to know it's okay.
And the other, go ahead.
Go for it.
The other side of that coin is that check up on your friends. Even if, you'll tell your friends, I've had several people tell me, I'm going to check on you. How are you doing today? And when Cricket and I first started chatting, we chat just about every day in Instagram, face-to-face.
Video.
There we go. Whatever it's called. And there are some days where I am not doing okay, but I've just, after so many years of being on my own, I have learned to just, I'll get through it. But Cricket, she's like a little pit bull. She's not gonna let me be. And she checks up on me whether I want to, I feel like talking or not. She calls. And I know I need to answer the call. Even if I don't feel like talking, I answer the call because that's Cricket reaching out to me saying, I may or may not be okay, but I'm checking on you. I'm doing this for you. So check on your friends too. Don't be afraid to reach out to your friends and just say, hey, I was thinking about you. Tim Pruitt does it all the time for me. He just sends me a message and says, hey, I know I've been absent. I know I've been busy. This is just my weekly check-in with you. How are you? Do you need to talk? Do you need to vent? Do you need to cry? Do you need some chocolate? What do you need? I'm here for you. And those kind of friends mean so much to me. And so
yeah, if you're gonna ask, the big thing about it is if you're going to ask, are you okay? You need to be genuinely interested. Don't say, are you okay, just because it's the right thing to do. We have a day here in Australia called Are You Okay? And this one particular year, this lady says, I called my friend and said, I'm calling to check on you. And she went over, and the friend was writing her goodbye letters. She was going to commit suicide if it wouldn't have been for this friend just going, hey, are you okay? She says she saved her life by doing that.
Yeah.
And you never know that you could be doing that.
And seriously, there have been days where I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder and depression and anxiety and a lot of health things too. And sometimes my health things will exacerbate my depression and stuff. And so many times when Cricket calls and there's that split second of, I can tell her I'm in the bathroom or something, but I own up and I say, okay, here I am. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up because Cricket showed up for me. So you never know the difference you make in somebody else's life. Even if you're not okay. And sometimes with me, when I don't feel okay, that's when I like to go live because it's easier to love other people than it is to love ourselves sometimes. And the quarantine and everything else, it leaves a lot of time for listening to the voices in your head, the negative. We've all been really lonely. So reaching out. Now, Cricket, you read me a little story the other day.
This was posted in a group I'm in on Facebook, and it's by A.A. Milne. So, of course, Pooh Bear. So, today was a difficult day, said Pooh. There was a pause. Do you want to talk about it? Asked Piglet. No, said Pooh after a bit. No, I don't think I do. That's okay, said Piglet, and he came and sat beside his friend. What are you doing? Asked Pooh. Nothing really, said Piglet. Only I know what difficult days are like. I quite often don't feel like talking about it on my difficult days either. But goodness, continued Piglet, difficult days are so much easier when you know you've got someone there for you. And I'll always be here for you, Pooh. And as Pooh sat there, working through his head his difficult day, while the solid, reliable Piglet sat next to him quietly, swinging his little legs, he thought that his best friend had never been more right.
Hello, Amy. And that's the thing is with being there for someone, it doesn't take heroic measures. It doesn't take any special training. My son is nonverbal, but there's times where he just likes to sit next to me. And we don't talk, we don't really interact, but sitting next to me, we have that sharing, that comfort. So sometimes it's as simple as just letting somebody know you're there. I'm here. And I'll sit beside you in your funk and your depression. I don't have to fix it. You don't have to fix it. It's really okay to just be okay. Yeah, we like the positive because we like people to... I feel like I have so many people that need positive thoughts in their life that I am overwhelmed just thinking about it. I understand that, Stevie Lee. And the advice I will give you is remember to think about yourself too, though. We do need to reach out to other people, but your self-care
comes first.
So important. And don't feel bad if you can't fix somebody else's stuff. Like the story we just heard. Piglet couldn't fix anything that was upsetting Pooh, but he could sit there. He could just sit there. So Pooh
sometimes that's all you need to know is that somebody's there. And that's like with Pearl. It could be the middle of the night for her. I know she's dead to the world, but I can leave her an Instagram and I know she'll get it.
Yep.
But self-care, but you've got to self-care first. And my therapist told me this. When you make a to-do list for the day, at the top of that list is self-care.
And also, if you've flown on an airplane, you know the whole speech. And what do they tell you? Put your own mask on before you try to put anybody else's masks on, because you're no good to anybody if you're not as good as you can be in that moment. You know what I mean? As healthy as you can be. Yeah, just be with me, Dre. That's exactly right. I know I'm missing people in the chat, and I apologize for that. Hopefully my partner Cricket's catching up here.
Yeah, Amy, T. Marie, welcome in. Amy from AJT Magic, welcome in. Thank you guys for coming today. We appreciate it.
Amy and Tina, two of the first people in this community that I met and started hanging out with, and I love both of them dearly. They're amazing people. T. Marie has all kinds of shows on her channel too, man. She sat down one day and said, I think I'm going to start a channel. And next thing you know, she's doing book groups and crafts and birthday celebrations. She just does all sorts of stuff. T. Marie, if you don't know her, go meet her, because she is an amazing person, has nothing but positivity and love for everybody.
And she blushes really well too.
And Amy can do a mean trivia stream. Amy does some trivia streams. Oh my gosh, I quit. I just started watching and not participating simply because they go really fast, and the chat and everything else, it's overload for me, but I love watching all the, and her trivia questions are always great. So, I am so happy you are all here and that we are here to do this for you. Remember, if you haven't yet, go down in the description of the video, find the link for the Manhattan Fox Hour YouTube page, and go subscribe, because next month, June the 22nd, that will be our first show on our Manhattan Fox channel. We have all kinds of fantastic things going, but I'll talk about that a little later. We'll get back to it. It's okay to not be okay.
Do we want to brave the technology and take a really quick break, or do you want to keep...
Let me show the video, and then we can take the quick break and move on, because I have one thing I wanted to share.
With it Memorial Day for you guys coming up.
And you're going to see the whole page, but I hope you can see the video. Let me do this. This is a video I made for myself, and pardon the screens that are coming up and everything. I'll get this all together eventually. There we go. All right. I made this video for myself because I had a tough day. I had to manage a lot of things, and I did, but it was still a tough day. I live alone, except for my nonverbal son. So sometimes I have to pull myself up. And so I made this video. I don't know if the sound is going to work. Is the sound going to work?
Yeah, sounds gonna work.
There we go. Thank you, Stevie. And yes, I groove like this to my own music all the time. Don't worry about what won't happen tomorrow. That's the important part. Thank you, Dwight. And that is the message I tell myself every day. In those times when I didn't have somebody I could reach out to for that affirmation of, hey, I'm a good person and I'm doing okay. And that's another suggestion I have for you. If you don't have somebody that you trust with your life, or you don't have somebody you can reach out to, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Take a minute and write yourself a little letter telling yourself how good. You know, do it when you're good, in good mood and you're happy. And then you have that letter to read. And you can read it to yourself, because I watched that video a million times. I love that video. And the music, I did write the music, yeah. It was one of my first pieces a couple years ago, and it is available on streaming services under Armadillos After Dark. I'll put a link up to it later. But it is also on my channel. You're not alone. Even in your darkest hours, you're not alone. And we're hoping that the Manhattan Fox Hour, we're here for you now. Yeah, it's only once a month right now, but we're on all the social medias. You can get us anytime through an instant message. If you don't have anybody else, hit us up. You know, we may not be able to fix anything, but we'll be there and we'll sit beside you like Piglet and let you know that you're not alone.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Anything else, Cricket? Or shall we move on to our stretch break?
I think we need to hit the stretch break and lighten the mood.
Yeah. All right. Intermission coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, I think we're back. I hope you can hear me. It looks like you can hear me. Oh, thank you so much, Stray. All right, so I'm going to go back to the live scene because I'm not sure if my voice is coming across or not.
Can you guys still both hear us okay?
I think you can. I might be a little soft. Okay. Coming up at the end of this month is Memorial Day in the United States. Last month we talked about Anzac Day for Australia, and that was their Memorial Day. Our Memorial Day here in the United States, like I said, is coming up the end of this month. Memorial Day for us is when we recognize those who lost their lives in service to this country. Too many to list, but take a moment and thank your local U.S. service member, Coast Guard, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. Thank them for their service. I had big opportunities and big invitations to go into the military when I was young. And for personal reasons, I chose not to, but it wasn't the right choice for me. Not to say it's a bad organization or anything like that. My grandfather was a retired lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. I celebrate him on Veterans Day because he did not die in service. I was lucky and I was blessed. So take a minute, thank all of your service members. I'd like to thank Josh Triple P, Kelly from Myers and the Mouse. I know I'll leave out umpteen other people, but those are the first two that come to mind, and those are the first two in my prayers every night for veterans. Anything else on Memorial Day, Cricket?
No, just say thanks on everybody's behalf. Sometimes just for a veteran to hear the words thank you or thank you for your service, you have no idea what that would mean to them.
Yeah. I especially like what Yvonne, Mama Mouse, does. When they fly a flag over their house, and when they retire the flag, she cuts the stars out and she gives them to veterans that she meets. And I think that is just so beautiful.
That is really cool.
That is very, very cool. All right, let me find, I need another monitor.
I'm going to talk about our schedule, just to give them, as we have said, in June, it's Big Bang Theory. So, needless to say, that we're going to have some serious giggles with that one. So, come with your favorite episode, your favorite character, your favorite moments.
Maybe we can come up with some trivia questions.
That would be good.
Wouldn't that be good? Because Cricket and I, we talk about the Big Bang Theory, and she goes, remember the time that Sheldon? And I'll go, and then so-and-so, and we just laugh and laugh. We don't even have to finish explaining. We just, one word, and we'll start laughing. We are Big Bang Theory fans.
I made a comment the other day. It was such a blunt comment, and Phil looked at me and went, me? So I went, oops. So it was definitely a petty moment.
Those penny, yeah. We've had a secret knock at our house for years that you always know if it's one of my kids knocking on the front door. If you watch The Big Bang Theory, you know the knock. You know the knock. So if you ever come to visit me, make sure you do the penny knock, or I'm not answering the door. No, that's but not. But our next show will be June the 22nd over on the Manhattan Fox YouTube channel. The link is down in the description. Make sure you go and subscribe so you'll get notifications. We'll have it all over the social medias. We have the Manhattan Fox Hour has some social media. Maybe you've seen it in a few of your online spaces. We make appearances in channels, in the chats. We also do Instagram. Do we have a Twitter yet? Do we have a Manhattan Fox Twitter?
No, we do not. But we do have a podcast.
We do have the Manhattan Fox podcast. Why don't you talk about that for a minute?
Tim's got it. Knock, 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 penny. Knock, 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 penny. Oh, yes, we do have a podcast. So if you don't have time to watch the replay, you can hop over to Spotify and your favorite podcast channels, search the Manhattan Fox Hour, and listen to us that way.
Thanks for dropping by, Dwight. So nice to see you.
Thanks, Dwight.
Yep, we have podcasts. We'll be having some merch. I'm setting up the merch store this week. We will have Manhattan Fox merch, some nice stainless steel water bottles, and other unique things besides t-shirts. I mean, t-shirts are nice, but and some inexpensive things with the Manhattan Fox logo on them. So you can pick those up. Those will be live on the 22nd of next month when we go live. What else have we got here? All right. Well, now we're up to pick of the week. Do you want to do yours first?
My pick of the week is from a channel on YouTube called Doggy Daycare Farm Trips. Now, that's here in Australia, but what they do is they go to the city. They've converted a bus, and they go to the city and pick up dogs who come to the farm for the day. It's a 32-acre farm, and Luke is the head of the pack. He is a retired serviceman who unfortunately was on the brink of suicide because he had no help getting to get adjusted from life post the service. So he started this with the farm, and there is a video out, and it's called Doug the Pug Who Learns to Swim, and it is the most precious video. And Doug sits right there at one point and gives Luke his paw, and Luke has his hands out, and Doug puts his paw on it and just looks at Sam, Luke's wife, who's holding the camera. It just
look at me. I mean, how can you not?
If you are not smiling by then, you've got to it's amazing. So that is. Check out the farm videos. Check out the little packs. He's got the small dog days. He has 9 miniature dachshunds. 9. And they're just, it's amazing.
Oh, was it Tina Marie that I saw posted something on Instagram with a dachshund? She's got
Yes,
dachshunds.
I think so.
I think Tina Marie has
I think
dachshunds.
so.
Yeah. That
Okay,
sounds
what's
so much
your pick?
My pick of the week is you have to know I'm a closet gearhead, okay? I like cars. I worked on cars back in the day. I worked on my own car. My first husband married me because I changed the brakes on his 67 Chevy pickup. So I
You petrol head.
I'm a motorhead. I'm a gearhead. And I found this place. It's called Dip Your Car. Dip, D-I-P, Your Car. And the guy's had the channel for 10 years. He just hit 1 million subscribers. And what he does is he has this paint that he sprays on his car, this undercoat, and then you can peel it off when you're done with it. And then he puts different finishes on top, like glow-in-the-dark paint, or this hyper shift that changes colors in the sunlight. You look at it one way and it's blue, but you look at it the other way and it's pink, weird stuff. And I fell down the rabbit hole of watching these videos and watching him paint because it's almost ASMR. He has music that's very relaxing. And the spraying of the paint and the mixing of the paint and everything. It's just, I watched it for hours the other night. Dip Your Car on YouTube. Just a wonderful, wonderful channel. That's my pick of the week this week. So, let me get back to...
Hey, do you want to talk about the NASA project real quick?
Oh, okay. A lot of you have seen on my social media and on my YouTube channel, I released a song called Lucy's Travels. This was part of the NASA Lucy Soundscape. NASA is launching a mission, a probe named Lucy, who is going to visit the Trojan asteroids. They date back, they believe, to prehistoric time. So Lucy is going to travel to these asteroids and pick up some samples like the one probe recently did on one of our asteroids, and pick up some samples and bring them back to Earth, and they'll get to study. The whole project's going to take over 10 years. But NASA put out a call and said, if you are a creative, can you create music, create a song for this, using a special motif that NASA developed for a musical patch, they're calling it. And so I was inspired, and so I wrote the song. It is out on the social media. I believe Michael and Bella's travel channel, Michael contacted me and said, I want to use that song. Yes, you can use it free of charge. It is the Creative Commons licensing, which means it's basically public domain. As long as you put my name on anything you use that music in, that's fine. You should not get copyright strikes or dings from it. It's free for anybody who wants to use it. But for fun, you can also go online and just do a search for the hashtag NASA Lucy Soundscape. And Google will pull up anything that's hashtagged with that, and you can hear all the other compositions that people made for this Lucy voyage. And
yeah, I put the link in the link in the chat, so if you guys want to go check it out.
And which leads me to the next thing coming up, which I'll talk about in my stream tomorrow. Let's talk about what we got going on for the next month. My music live streaming, I do live music production on Wednesdays, 12 noon on the East Coast, 9 a.m. on the West Coast, 1:30 in the morning for cricket.
yeah, silly cricket, and silly cricket stays up sometimes just to go, I'm going to bed now.
Yeah, she texted, but I'll be doing live music production. I am working on my next album. I put a teaser up on Instagram today. The album's called Galileo. It is based on the Galileo probe's travels to Jupiter and its moons and asteroids and such. And I'll be working on stuff for that album tomorrow in my live stream. And Cricket, what are you going to be doing for the rest of this week?
Well, you're putting me to shame there. I guess I should get a live stream going. What do you think? I have not done one for ages, but I've got a crochet project I'm working on. So I might just pull that out and show that off and talk about it. We'll see if we can't just have a bit of a chat as I crochet and go from there.
All right. And also, we'll be getting this episode up as a podcast, and it will be available on all your favorite podcasting listening spots. It's distributed through Anchor. And I know it's on Spotify.
Breaker, Google, pretty much. Now, speaking of Spotify, are you on Spotify?
I am on Spotify with all of my different names. I have 3 different bands: Armadillos After Dark, Maggie Road Revival, and then Pearl Manhattan. I'm now putting everything under Pearl Manhattan, and I can't change over the Armadillos After Dark, but I think my links come up through the chat. So I'm afraid I'll be at Therapy tomorrow, Pearl, so I probably won't make it. That is quite all right, dear. You can always put it on and listen to it when you're relaxing and chilling. It's nice background. I try to keep it really low key. Well, the music's not low key, but I'm low key. I don't talk a lot. I spent the last one, or the time before the last one, I was looking at the wrong YouTube chat, and so I didn't know anybody was in chat, so I wasn't talking to chat, and come to find out there were like 12 people in chat, but I didn't know it, so so that's
really getting involved.
I may not really be in, so that's why I say come by and chat and chill or lurk and listen, because I may or may not be aware there's a chat even there. I get so lost in my music. So I hope therapy goes well for you, Tim. I saw earlier that you're having some trouble with that knee. I'm so sorry. I hate physical therapy. I do. I know it's necessary.
Oh, we all.
Oh, it's a pain. So, yeah, that's what's coming up in the next month. Okay, prayer requests, concerns. I know we did some of them earlier. Stevie Lee, we got all of yours.
Yes, Rhiannon, and there's a gentleman whose name is Dave with his family. They are dealing with COVID. So we need to send them some positives. Phil had a migraine the other day, but he's back on foot. But I've got the stepson down. He sounds like this.
Oh.
So the poor bugger, so we've got him down at the moment, so we're trying to get him sorted out. So, but just as a quick little recap, while we've got just a couple minutes left, don't be afraid to be human and say, hey, come sit with me, or, I just need to know you're there. And I did that with Pearl. I'm dealing with a female issue. We'll leave it at that. And I just said to her, hey, this is what's going on, and I know she's there. And
there's a lot of time that our voice chats, we're not even talking to each other. We've got it open. We've got the camera. I have this little stand that my phone sits in, and she's got a stand for her iPad, and I'm about to lose this thing off my desk.
Yeah, here's mine.
But
and we're just working on the show.
And we just do our own thing. We work on our own stuff, but it's just somebody sitting next to us, even virtually. It can make so much difference. And Tim, your chat in Instagram for your show, that is such a wonderful place for me, because I don't have to say anything, but I know that everybody's right there. If I did need anything, all of you are right there, and I can reach out. That's another one I want to mention is Dean, Find the Happy. He's been doing some live streams. The other morning he did a live stream, let's look for chickens in my neighborhood, because there's usually chickens that hang out in the park. And so we went on a walk around a park in his neighborhood looking for chickens. How wonderful is that? That's just, Oh, Tim Pruitt, thank you. You're part of our inspiration too. You're part of my inspiration, Tim. If your grumpy old self can get on there every Saturday morning, then I can, I can get up here and do it. We support each other. We're all in this community, even if we're not. They call it the Disney community. It's more like a family. Not all of us can stream Disney things, but we still are part.
You find your place.
But we're still part of the family. We're still part of the group.
Yep.
And August, Disney World for me. August. Can't wait. Count down the days.
I'm so envious. I hope you know.
Well, I'll have you with me. I'll Instagram. I'll call you on Instagram, and you can ride the rides with me on Instagram.
And our just to have you thinking, our July show. How many of you remember the movie Field of Dreams? So I'll leave it at that. You'll find out more coming soon. I don't want to spoil that one.
It's going to be a great show. We've got our shows scheduled out to December now. And we've spent a lot of time thinking these shows out. It will get better with the technical. I promise. We're professionals. Don't try this at home. No, seriously, don't try this at home.
I'm a writer, but don't try this at home, okay?
All right.
Yeah, there's temperate Saturday morning shine. Saturday. Say that 3 times fast. Thank you, Karki, for putting that up.
Karki, you are super mod, dear. You are super mod.
She's been putting them out, so thank you for that.
Karki, I appreciate you. I love you so much. I've missed you. I'm glad you're able to come to this show. We tried to pick this time because there's not a lot of other people streaming at this time, so and also the later in the evening on the East Coast, the better it is for Cricket and for me, because I'm on
it's
the
not too early
or too late.
Yes,
so
this is true.
Alrighty, Cricket. I think by the clock on the wall, it's about that time.
Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. You guys have one job, and that's to live an extraordinary life.
Peace and blessings upon you, upon all you love, and upon all who love you. Find your passion, grab a hold of it, and do not let it go. And be kind.
Grab a Manhattan, and we'll see you at the bar.
Thanks a lot, guys.